and then it continued. And so yeah, sorry, I'm great. And so like we would say like little things. I would ask him to like grow a mustache and a beard, because I mean that's I like it. And so he would do it just for me, even though he would be like, yeah, but a lot of people in the Philippines don't really like having mustache or something. Um, but he still did it for me. And, you know, um, we would start to send selfies to each other, and, like, be like, oh, it looks good. He would be like, oh, this looks cute. I like when your hair is like that. And I would say things too. And then um, I said, okay, so like it was me who would be like, okay, so I think we should say I love you. And then after end of every conversation, and beginning, it was just like, oh, I feel really shy, kind of. It makes me feel kind of, just like shy. And he would always like blush and stuff. So, but eventually it became a habit. And it went even further that first, initially, you know, uh, started off just as like those smiley, kissy things that you send through text message. But eventually he would be like, oh, you should, why are you just giving me one kiss? You should give me more. And, kind of personal like that. But I'm going to be open with you. That was the farthest we went, nothing past that. And um, and then he would say, you're the only person I talk to. Only my mother do I probably talk to more than I talk to you, like in that status kind of thing. Um, and we would just like talk so much and flirt around, and it was so obvious that we both liked each other. And one day he was just like, so what do you want from me? And I was like, what do you want me to buy for you? And I was just like, get me a fish tank and maybe a ring. And he was like, oh, do you want a ring or do you want an engagement ring? And we both would just, and then we both just like smiled at each other and let it go. um, and then finally, oops, sorry. So, and then finally, I think it was August 2014, he came and told me that I'm scared, that I feel like I'm gonna fall in love with you, but no matter what, I just want God's will to happen. So for me, that was kind of like a confirmation, that okay, he really likes me. And at that time, I didn't quite understand what he was saying, because immediately after that, what he started doing is he started to go to relationship seminars. He started to talk with pastors, everything that like you guys do at Amicus as a group, I guess. And he really started to like take advantage of those things, which is great, but thing was, I was lagging. I had nothing of that sort, and I just felt so bad because he started avoiding me. This person that for almost 6 months you're talking to every single day, and for literally on the phone 7 hours, and on top of that like messaging, so like almost 12 hours a day. And all of a sudden he's just starting to avoid me, and I'm like, I don't understand, Lord. This would have not happened. I prayed for you to bring the person to me, and this would have not happened if you didn't allow it. But I didn't understand there was like more to it then. And so I felt like really bad, and I would be crying on the phone. I would keep calling him like, oh, why is he not talking to me anymore? He would scream at me like crazy. Like we would get into big arguments. And then But then he would always come back and like pamper me, appeasing me. He would be like, oh, I had a dream last night that you were in the kitchen cooking for me and my friends. And of course, what would any girl think, okay, when a guy says that, a guy who likes you says that? Like, okay, potentially in the future, you know, we're together, we're married, and we're, you know, and even a little child would come and tell you in that's that's the sense that he meant it in, you know, and he would say that, and you know, I would start crying a lot because of his avoiding, but he would still come back and call me and, you know, make me smile and stuff like that. And then so the problem was he would avoid me, and I kept calling him over and over again, which wasn't good, and which obviously really irritated him. It went to the like, I would go crazy. Of course, you know, by my messages you probably see I go crazy. Like, I would call him like 100 times, nonstop. Like, and you know, he would never pick up. And I guess this made him see something in me that he didn't see before. You know, only, you know, there was a lot of like those cute moments with us before, like even like if he was sick or something. He doesn't take his meds very well, and after in the Philippines he doesn't eat very well either, so like our timings are different. But I would put an alarm in the middle of the night for like 12 a.m., which is like 12 noon for you guys, and I would remind him, take your meds and stuff like that. Just little things, you know, those cute little things that happen between us. You know, because of my, I guess I started to get really anxious and depressed even at that time because I didn't know what to do. And, you know, I would keep constantly irritating him, and it really upset him. And it was so obvious to me that he was getting upset because, sorry, the pictures that I would see of him later, like you could just see in his face, like it's so, he's really not happy. It's just so lifeless even though he's smiling. So this kind of went on to, I don't know, March 2015. And that is when he told me that he likes, that's when he told me that he likes, so we were talking, and I don't know what happened that day, but that's when he was like, oh, I think I maybe like this girl in Amicus.